Hey everybody, Fairwind Cosplay here. We're only a couple days away from the holidays, and I can't believe how fast this year has gone. I mean, KatsuCon feels like it was forever ago, but it also feels like I was getting ready for KatsuCon, like a month ago. It's really, really crazy to think about all of the incredible accomplishments and friendships and new ways of approaching cosplay and the craft that I do this year. Really quick, I just wanted to go through the cons that I went to this year and talk about the goals that I met and what I'm planning for 2017. The first con of 2016 that I attended was KatsuCon. I had really high hopes for KatsuCon because it's so hyped, it's such a big deal in the cosplay community. I was a little disappointed, if only because the con organizational staff, the volunteers, especially during the Great KatsuCon Fire, they weren't, I don't know if they were necessarily trained or not to handle a situation like that, because they very quickly resorted to cursing and yelling, and it was not a very pleasant experience, and the weather made getting home very difficult. But all in all, I was surprised at how chill KatsuCon really was. I got to meet up with some really cool people, and I'm really looking forward to going back to KatsuCon next year. Next con was Anime Boston, and I love Anime Boston, especially because of the Ace Attorney cosplay community that exists there. That's pretty much my primary reason for attending AB nowadays, and I just love seeing those people and geeking out about a series that's not as mainstream as a lot of other video games. Overall, I'm so happy with the time that I had at AB this year with Aurelian, and next year we will hopefully have a hotel room instead of having to track back and forth and taking the T from a hostel. So we'll see what next year's retro-themed AB holds in store for us. The next con I went to, actually the weekend right after Anime Boston, was a small local con called LI Geek. Emphasis on small. It was tiny. It was a nice little con, and while it was really fun doing the fashion show, at the end of the night, I felt like there wasn't enough programming for me to, be engaged the entire time. Following LI Geek, I attended EternalCon in June. I love EternalCon. EternalCon is very quickly becoming my new favorite convention, locally or otherwise. And Aurelian and I had a great time seeing the Jedi and watching the shows, being in the fashion show, and doing some shoots and learning a lot from some of the big name cosplay photographers who had a great panel there. The next con I attended was LI Retro Gaming Expo in August, and that was another little con. It was nice, it was video game themed. I really liked the museum walk through the old Nintendo systems, right? Going back from as far back as Atari to the NES to other old systems. It was just really cool to look at the history of video games and see how far we've come now. Though Aurelian and I couldn't stay long because we had a show that night and we missed the cosplay contest, the dealer's room was pretty fun. I was able to track down some Harvest Moon related items, and it was nice. I would go back. Also in August, I attended In Beyond Con Summer with Aurelian, Baphomet Cosplay, Cafe Grim Cosplay, and Rhea, and we had a really great time being Team Rocket Grunts together and attending the Jedi training from the Endor Saber Guild. It was a really nice, really chill, small con, and since it was 2 minutes from my house, getting ready for it was no big deal. We had a really great day, and I definitely go back again. Immortal Con, which I had an incredible time at. Immortal Con is very important to me because my mom is a breast cancer survivor, and the mission of Immortal Con is to support survivors of breast and ovarian cancer and to raise money for research and awareness purposes. So being selected to be their official cosplay guest of honor and contest judge was something I will honestly never forget in my life. Immediately following was NPC, or New Paltz Convention, from my alma mater back up at SUNY New Paltz. That was nice. Again, we didn't stay the entire time because we had to go see a show that night, but it was nice to just be back around in a familiar place and again see how far a college convention has gone from when I was a freshman 6 years ago to now when my sister is a senior. And finally, the last convention that I attended in 2016 was WinterCon. I had a great time at WinterCon. I went with a great little group of people. I attended my first DC Cosplayers East massive photo shoot. I did the mannequin challenge, which was really fun. and even though it was bitterly cold and I was wearing 4-inch high heels and my feet were killing me, I just had a really nice time doing a convention with friends and exploring a new place for the first time, and everything was really incredible. I would definitely go back to WinterCon again. Originally this year I had set out to do 3 costumes. I had planned on doing Human Luna from Sailor Moon, Jaina Solo from Star Wars Legends, and Snow White from Disney's Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. I did accomplish 2 of them, and Snow White, while she didn't happen this year, I have commissioned her from Cafe Grim Cosplay, and I can't wait to debut her at KatsuCon 2017. Luna was made for me by Shinatama Cosplays. It is a gorgeous confection of a gown. My only thing is that I'm very uncomfortable with my body type, especially my arms and how thick they are, so I feel like I didn't look my best in that beautiful gown. So when I bring her back to KatsuCon with an upgraded wig, hopefully I will feel better about myself in that gown. Jaina Solo was really interesting to make. I really enjoyed having another Star Wars costume under my belt, and my favorite part, other than the lightsaber, is the 3D printed belt buckle pieces, which were made for me by Wimprints 3D Printing Studios. I have a review for the cloak clasps that they made for me back all the way in January, and you should check them out because they do incredible, finely detailed work. As for the other costumes that were slightly unplanned, I made Black Canary from the DC Universe. That's pretty much a closet cosplay, things that I already had. I made Muffy from Harvest Moon. She was a really interesting rush job experience. I'm very glad that I'm good at small, detailed hand sewing for all of that beautiful black lace trim and the bow. So she was fun to make. I made her in about a day. I completed Belle from Beauty and the Beast. I would like to upgrade her wig, because after doing a princess event in November out in the wind for 5 hours, she's dead. She needs help. That poor wig. I made Aika Nakamura as a joke closet cosplay for Persona at KatsuCon. She was another really easy build. You can check out my Epic Cosplay Wigs review for that particular costume on my channel. Aika's a really fun minor character, and I got to be in the gazebo by myself. I got a round of applause. It was pretty fun. I do not regret spending $30 creating that costume. Then the last 2 costumes I created for 2016 were Steampunk Ariel, which I created as the judge's costume for ImmortalCon 2016. I figured that a cosplay judge should have something kind of majestic and unique in her wardrobe, so I constructed Ariel out of found materials, fishing net, a corset, and I really loved getting to create my massive trident. Created a whole bunch of costumes this year. A lot of them were not planned, spur of the moment. Another cosplay goal that we had in mind this year for Aurelian and I was to create a cosplay workspace in our basement. It is still a work in progress, but everything is painted. The wigs are now safely housed in shelves. We have a costume closet organized, and we're working on creating a space for my sewing machine and for other props and supplies to fit. Once that's finished, we're probably going to give you a cosplay room tour sometime over winter break. Goals for 2017. I want to be more body positive for myself. I have very long struggled with body issues. I've often been told that I'm too heavy to play certain characters in plays, so that kind of thinking has really hurt me as, you know, a performer, as a cosplayer. So I want to start feeling better about myself. I want to start working out more, and just overall, I want to be able to do for myself what I can do for other people, and that's make them feel good about their bodies and their image. In terms of cost plans, I only have 2 definites at the moment, but then again, I only started 2016 with 3 plans and ended up with like 9 costumes. So my 2 definites are Snow White, and I have Bombshell Mara from the DC Bombshells for a group in Icon. So that's about it for my 2016 plans. Recap, overall, I think my favorite convention that I attended this year was ImmortalCon, if only because of the support that I was able to gather from my friends, my family, my community, and how I was hopefully able to give back by appearing at this wonderful convention. So let me know which of my costumes was your favorite this year. Let me know in the comments if there are any costumes or goals that you have planned for 2017, or what you'll be doing for the holidays this year. Aurelian's due home from school tonight, so we're going to celebrate as soon as I get home from rehearsal. Thanks for tuning in, guys, and hopefully I'll have more content and videos and other fun things ready and raring to go after the holidays. See you soon!